what's going on, everybody? It's Sam from Computer TV. So glad you are joining us today because I have this great camera to tell you all about. It's the Pentax X70 Advanced Point-and-Shoot Camera. So if you're ready to graduate from your, standard point-and-shoot camera, you want something with more features, you want to have more creative control, definitely check out this Pentax. Again, it's the X70. Now, first of all, this is a 12 megapixel camera and you have a 24x wide angle zoom. This zoom is killer, actually. I have to just show you guys. Okay, let me get tight. Wow. Okay, this is a nice zoom. This is perfect if you want to get up close, get those telephoto images, and get every little wrinkle. This is a great zoom. It really is. Okay, so let's talk more about this Pentax. It has a high-res 2.7-inch LCD screen. You can see that right here. You have triple shake reduction, and you even have that in movie mode, which is kind of cool. Face detection for 32 faces. Now you can shoot HD movies in 720p on this Pentax. You also have super macro mode, 32 megs of internal storage, but it's also SD and SDHC compatible, so you can have all the storage you need. ISO 6400, so if you're shooting in low light, you're not going to have a problem. And you have 26 different shooting modes, everything from blink detection to smile mode and panorama. This camera comes equipped with all of those. You got a rechargeable battery on this thing, so no need to run out and grab 4 AA batteries. Just make sure that this Pentax is completely charged before you go. Now let's get into how this camera actually works. I'm going to show you all the modes and take you through this step by step. So we're already powered on. Let's start with a quick tour. Up top, you'll see this is your mode selection wheel. You also have a dedicated button for your exposure. Your on and off right here. This right here is your shutter release, and the zoom is along the shutter release, okay? So on the back of the camera, you have a viewfinder. Again, you have your 2.7-inch LCD screen, and right here, okay, this is how you get from, there you go, the viewfinder to the LCD screen. Right here. There, we're back. You have your display button right here. This right here is for your zoom when you're in playback mode. Right here you have your smile mode ready to go and your face detection. It's a 2-in-1. You have your playback mode right here. Self-timer, macro, your mode selection, your flash, and your OK button menu. This is green mode. Now, green mode is interesting. I really had never seen it before checking out this Pentax. What it does, it's going to restrict the user to use 2 flash modes, 3 focus modes, burst mode, and self-timer, and that's it. So if you are looking to, be a little lazy and you don't want to mess with the settings too much, you just want to make sure that your images come out great, check out green mode. Okay, so there you have it. And underneath the camera, right here, let's open her up. There you go. And you have your rechargeable battery, and right here, this is where your SD or SDHC card goes. Okay. Now, right now, I believe we are in auto mode, as you can see. There you go. We're in auto mode. Now, let's be creative. Let's get out of auto mode and try something new. Let's go into scene mode. Okay, scene mode's kind of cool. You just click on mode and you'll see all the different scenes you have to choose from. Everything from kids, pets, fireworks. We'll scroll through them pretty fast so you can see. And look, the description's right underneath. And so if you forget what you're shooting, just look at the description. Panorama. Panorama is so cool. It actually stitches a couple images together so you get this whole panoramic view of wherever you're going. Great for you travelers out there. All right, as you can see, you have a lot to choose from. Night scene, night portrait, stage lighting, surf, snow, baby. Oh, look, we're back at kids. Okay, so that's scene mode. Let's try out a different mode. Let's go into program mode. Now, when you're in program mode, the camera is going to set both the aperture and the shutter speed for you, okay? Now, if you want to have more control over your shots, TV mode, okay? This is shutter priority, okay? So the shutter is going to take priority and the aperture is going to be set by the camera, okay? The next mode is the complete opposite. You are going to have priority over the aperture and the camera is going to set the shutter speed. Okay, let's go into manual mode. Manual mode is when you have control over both the shutter speed and the aperture. All right, so there you go. If you want to get out of manual mode and get a little creative, check these different modes out. Now you also have user mode, and this is it's kind of like a favorite. If you have a setting that you don't want to forget, you just program it to be user mode. It's a customized button or a customized selection, and you can always remember those settings with user mode. All right, let's keep on going down to movie mode. All right, movie mode, again, you can shoot 720p high-def movies on this thing, and if you click menu, you'll see all of your options, your white balance, here's your image size or your movie size, your ISO. You can set the exposure, you can set your shake reduction to be on or off, blink detection, which is great. It's gonna make sure that all of the eyes are open. And again, here's the green button. I told you guys about that earlier. It's kind of like easy mode. Okay, so let's get out of there and let's go up into dun, 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 digital SR. SR stands for shake reduction. If you don't want to take blurry images and you feel like your hands are super shaky, make sure that you are in this digital SR mode. And last but not least, we have sport mode, okay? And this is going to make sure if you're at a sporting event, it's going to be able to capture fast-moving objects and images and make sure that they don't come out blurry, because I know oftentimes when you're at a sporting event or if you're taking pictures of kids, a lot of action, it's hard to get those images not to be blurry. So sport mode is pretty cool. And again, we'll go back into auto mode. And if you hit menu, you'll see you have a couple of different options. In auto mode, you can change the picture size, the quality level, make sure it's fine or normal, your ISO, and there you go. A lot of the same things that we saw in movie mode. And you just click menu to get out of that. And let me show you this dedicated button. We showed you it earlier, but smile mode, this is how you easily get to smile mode, and it's also how you turn your face detection or face priority on as well, okay? So just to know that that's there. It's a great feature, and it's nice to have that as a dedicated button. All right, so let's go into playback mode. And here is your playback button right here. And here are some images we took earlier. We'll scroll through them. Here's me blowing you a kiss. All right, and if you hit menu, you'll see some editing options. Scroll through them. You can adjust the time, brightness level, nothing too crazy. All right, so that is the menu. Let's get out of there, menu. Okay, there we go. And last but not least, here's your slideshow. You can put a digital filter on here. This is kind of cool, actually. Oh, look, I'm blue. I can also be red. And you can change the colors as well. So this is cool. Oh, whoa, what is that? That's a funky effect. I don't like that effect very much. Okay, I like blue. Let's stick to blue. Okay. And then you can save it. So you can do a lot of editing options on here in playback mode. And let's go back to playback. There you go. Hit mode again. Okay, so again, you have red eye correction. Let's go. You can resize, you can crop, you can rotate, you can even edit your movies, which is nice. So all of these cool editing effects, and you don't need to even hook up to a PC. Now, there's one last thing I want to show you before we exit for today, and that is the flash, okay? Right here, you have a built-in flash, and I'm just gonna hit this flash button right here, and look, it pops open. And this will come in super, super handy if you're taking pictures at night. Let's say you're at a fashion show and it's nighttime and you wanna make sure to get some good-looking images. You have a built-in flash, so you don't have to go out and purchase that extra. So, if you are ready to move up, if you're ready to graduate from your regular point-and-shoot digital camera, you want something more with all the goods and a killer 24x zoom, check this Pentax out. It's the X70. I'm Sam, and we'll see you next time. For more information on the Pentax X70 Advanced Point-and-Shoot Digital Camera, just visit any of these major retailers and type in P9251116 into the search box. For Computer TV, I'm Sam.